Welcome back to class, my future tech experts. Um, in our previous class, we stopped at checkbox, right? You already know what checkbox is. So, in today's class, we are going to talk about drop-down button. We are still in input type. So today we are going to deal with a special topic in HTML, which is drop-down button. Okay. So what's drop down button? Have you ever visited a site where you are asked to input your states? So after clicking on the space for inputting your states, um many options pop up, like you see several states, all the 36 states in Nigeria, for example, and you lived in Lagos, so you are just required to click on Lagos, right? Have you ever experienced that? So that's what we are about to create. Okay, so let's get started without too much talk. So let's create a new file and call it dropdown.html. Okay, dropdown.html. So in this dropdown.html, remember your code snippet for everything you are going to be doing with HTML. It's very important. Do not forget. Okay. So let's just name it drop down. Drop down. Okay. Remember, you should code in your body, not after the head. Okay. All this head of it thing, they have their own functions, but the body, remember. Okay. So it pops up several options, right, that you are going to select. So we are introducing a parent tag, and that tag is called select. You can see coding is very simple and easy to comprehend, right? It's easy to comprehend if you use the web on a daily basis, not even if you use the web on a daily basis. So you should get used to all these things, right? So after this select, you're going to input the options that you want your user to select, and with that we're going to input option. And what's the value of this option? The value of the option is just let's say you want to style, maybe the value just tells the browser, or yes, it defines what option you are trying to input there. Okay, let's just say we are going to deal with HTML as the value. So you close the tag. You can see automatically a closing tag appears. This is what we call closing tag. Okay. So in this current pointer in between this opening and closing tag, that's where you input the text that will be displayed outside for user to click on. So we call it HTML. So you are going to do the same thing for other options. But to save the time, I'll just don't copy, okay? You have to code everything from scratch so that you get used to it. But to save time, I have to copy and paste and edit, right? So I will have to copy and I paste, I I paste again. Okay, so that's basically that's all. So after HTML, CSS. So the text to be displayed using uppercase CSS displays to JavaScript JS, but here we're going to input everything, not the short form, and we're going to capitalize it JavaScript. And you are done. You are done, right? You're done. So you're done. Let's run our program and see what we got. Boom. You have your drop down button. Why do you have HTML here? Because HTML is the first option. If you put select as the first option, select will be here. So after clicking on this button, if a user click on it, select will be the first option. So the subsequent option will now be HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But here I use HTML as the first option. That's why it is displaying HTML, right? So you can see HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you click on JavaScript, it will display JavaScript. If you click on CSS, if you click on JavaScript, but note you cannot click on two options. It is forbidden. Okay, do well to practice this. Okay, and do your assessments. See you in the next class.